Green screen available and on location with pre-production and post-production services. Visit us at ikslive.ca.
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center, where it is a raucous place after the Moose Jaw Warriors score a 3-1 win over the Saskatoon Blades here tonight in Game 3 of this Best of 7 Eastern Conference Championship presented by Nutrien. Warriors now lead the series 2-1 after this big win here tonight. It's a loud crowd, still real loud here in the rink. And it's a wild one here in downtown Moose Jaw. Warriors pull off the big victory. This is the post-game show here on IKS Media Warriors Live. I'm your host, Marc Smith. We got plenty to go over here tonight as we make our way through the post-game show. We'll hear from Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary in a little bit, but the Warriors picking up the win. We'll get your 3 stars. We'll have your Connexus save of the night. I know which one it's going to be. And we'll have your out-of-town scoreboard. But we start with your game scoring summary, and it was Saskatoon scoring first in this one. Midway through the first period, Graydon Seatman with a point shot that found its way through traffic for his first of the playoffs, opening the scoring for Saskatoon Warriors. Plenty of chances in that first period, outshooting Saskatoon 18-9. But it was the Blades that strike first and get that big opening goal and lead the series and the game 1-0. Lead the game 1-0 at that point. Then the Warriors strike back on the power play early in the second period. It's Atlee Calvert with his 6th of the playoffs on the power play, finishing in front after a point shot from Denton Matejchuk, getting the Warriors on the board. Did Atlee Calvert there with the big goal on the man advantage. Then, early in the third period, Saskatoon, a lot of pressure in the third, but it was Martin Rysavy with his 4th of the playoffs from Jagger Furcus and Matthew Savoy that ends up being the game winner. That came at 7:14 in the third, and big goal for Martin Rysavy, big goal for the Warriors to take up the lead at that point and then hold on for the win. Denton Matejchuk ices it with a empty net goal for his 6th of the playoffs. That came at 18:47 in Matejchuk just trying to play it down the ice, goes off the boards and into the empty net to seal this one and give the Warriors the 3-1 win and a 2-1 series lead here in this very tight Eastern Conference Championship between the Warriors and the Saskatoon Blades. Let's take a look at your 3 stars of the hockey game here tonight. Third star, Martin Rysavy has the game-winning goal in the third period. He is your third star, 4 goals on the playoffs for the Marty Party, and he also laid some big hits in that third period as he kind of got momentum going after he scored that goal for the Moose Jaw Warriors to put them in front here in the third. Then it was Jagger Furcus. He had 2 assists, assisting on both the goals for the Warriors. Outside the empty net goal, which was unassisted. 2 assists for Jagger Furcus on the night. He is your second star. And first star of the night goes to Jackson Unger. Makes 31 saves in the game, including 16 massive stops in the third period to help the Warriors preserve the victory and come away with the win here over the Saskatoon Blades. So Jackson Unger, 31 saves on the night, is your first star of the hockey game. We will now take a look at the best one from Jackson Unger with the Connexus save of the night. It is his best save of the game, maybe his best save of the year. Jackson Unger going cross ice and robbing Charlie Wright on the doorstep just inside the circle, diving across, getting his glove on that, and making a big game-saving save there did Jackson Unger. The over-to-the-top view is going to be the best one, pushing off a couple of times and then just reaching out with the glove, getting the glove on it. Jackson Unger, 31 saves, 16 in the third period. That's the biggest one right there for the Moose Jaw Warriors netminder as he dove across for the Connexus save of the night. We will take a quick break, and then we'll hopefully head downstairs, hear from Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary, and we'll have your out-of-town scoreboard when we come back next on IKS Media Warriors Live.
You've never really seen what wide open is until you're standing on the edge of native prairie grasslands that stretch far past the horizon. It's an ocean of grass with waves of hills and valleys. It's a sky so vast you'll feel the freedom of it. It's untamed space that lets you connect to the land and to yourself. Experience our living skies and badlands. Saskatchewan.
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center as we recap the Warriors' 3-1 win over the Saskatoon Blades here tonight in Game 3 of this best-of-7 Eastern Conference Championship Series. The Warriors picking up the win with 2 goals in the third period. Martin Rysavy and Denton Matejchuk. Atlee Calvert with the other goal for the Warriors here in this one tonight. Let's take a look at your Sask Lotteries out-of-town scoreboard. This is the only game happening in the Western Hockey League here tonight as the Western Conference hit the ice last night as the Portland Winterhawks take the 2-1 series lead on the Prince George Cougars with a big win on home ice. Portland's now won back-to-back. They lead that series 2-1. But in the NHL tonight, busy night with 4 games on the playoff slate. We'll get to that in just a minute, though, as we'll now head down to the Warriors locker room where head coach Marc O'Leary is joining us after a big win here on home ice. Coach, you got to be pretty proud of the way your team played in this game. Start to finish, it seemed like you guys were able to kind of play the game you were looking to play and get a big victory here to take the series lead.
Yeah, I think the goal going in was to get to our game as fast as we can and, not worry about whether the puck goes in our net or in their net. I think that if we get to our game, we got to trust that over the course of 60 minutes, we'll be there in the end. And I thought tonight was a good example of that. I really liked our start. We were playing the right way. Everybody was involved and, you get behind again, but you can still draw confidence from the fact that you're playing well and you just need to stick with it.
That Braden Yeager, Jagger Furcus, Martin Rysavy line battled through it in games 1 and 2. How nice was it to see them create some offense here in game 3 and Martin Rysavy to get that big goal to put you guys in front in the third period?
Yeah, ice is hard to come by, especially the ice inside. They check well, whether it's through the neutral zone or in front of their own net. They block a lot of shots. So, again, offense is hard. And again, I just think that line's a good example of just sticking with it, playing the right way, knowing that, your skill will find a way to have some looks in the end. And, Furky made a great play taking the puck to the net, and Marty follows up with a beauty.
Is that a confidence builder for Martin Rysavy? It seemed like after that he lays a couple of big hits and kind of got his game going.
Yeah, you would think that would help. Anybody likes scoring big goals, but the thing with Marty is he does so many other things for us. The net empty at the other end, he's on the ice. He's a responsible guy. He wins board battles. He puts pucks in good places, and he does a lot of the grunt work at both ends of the ice. So, it's nice when those guys get rewarded, but you can't lose sight of the fact that he's a big contributor in terms of our offense.
You guys were able to limit them offensively for much of the first and second periods, but they push real hard in that third period, and Jackson Unger comes up big with 16 saves. How key was your goaltender in the third to shut things down?
Yeah, we played real tight. I thought in the first two periods. Again, we knew that they were gonna push hard, especially when we jumped out to the lead. And at the end of the day, that's when you need a goaltender. And Jackson was certainly up to the task here tonight. I think we can certainly clean some things up there from the third period in terms of our D zone coverage. But again, it's no different than trying to create offense at the other end. You have to give credit to them and the way they check. And they're a hell of a team too. They're going to generate some offense. We just need to make sure that we have layers and help each other out when there is breakdowns.
Just like after the Game 1 win, I imagine you're expecting a big pushback from Saskatoon going into Game 4 tomorrow night. What's the key for your team?
Yeah, the key is rest. We have to do it again tomorrow. So the games just keep on getting bigger. And, like you said, we know that we'll get a big game from Saskatoon tomorrow. We just need to make sure they see our best.
Thanks for joining me, Coach, and congratulations on the win. Good luck tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you to Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary for joining us. We will wrap up with a quick look at the Sask Lottery's out-of-town scoreboard. It was the Toronto Maple Leafs extending their season with a 2-1 overtime win against the Boston Bruins in Game 5. They'll now head back to Toronto for Game 6. The Carolina Hurricanes are off to the next round. They win 6-3, not in overtime. They do win 6-3, take that series 4-1. Colorado and Winnipeg, it's 3-2 for Colorado over the Jets. That game in the second intermission. Colorado can finish off the Jets tonight. And scoreless between the Canucks and Predators. That game is in the second period. Canucks looking to advance to the second round in Game 5 of that series as well. So that does it here tonight for our broadcast and the post-game show. Warriors with a big victory over the Saskatoon Blades in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Championship. These two teams go head-to-head again tomorrow night, Game 4 here in downtown Moose Jaw. I know there's standing room tickets available. There will be maybe some tickets released early tomorrow at around noon. If you're looking to get into the building for Game 4, head to mjwarriors.ca or over to the Moose Jaw Event Center box office, I should say, and try to get those tickets as the Warriors and Blades meet for Game 4 here in downtown Moose Jaw. The Warriors with a big 3-1 victory over the Saskatoon Blades tonight in Game 3. Thank you for tuning in tonight on IKS Media Warriors Live.